Hello everybody, this is Orange Productions and today I'm going to show you the HTC Windows Phone 8s. It was originally released back in late 2012 together with the HTC Windows Phone 8X as a mid-range Windows Phone 8 smartphone designed to compete against the likes of the Nokia Lumia 600 series as well as some Android mid-range phones such as the HTC Desire X itself. What makes the phone so special is the quality of its polycarbonate unibody design. I like its design very much and the finish of it is quite spectacular even today. On the front, we have the earpiece, no front-facing camera however, the 4-inch WVGA touchscreen, 3 capacitive buttons. On the left, we have nothing. On the top, we have the headphone jack as well as the power on-off key. On the right, we have the volume rocker as well as a 2-stage mechanical shutter button. On the back, we have the 5-megapixel camera that can record up to 720p videos at 30 frames per second, plus the LED flash. The HTC logo, the Beats Audio logo, the loudspeaker, as well as a removable plastic bottom. It takes quite some effort to actually be able to open this thing, but it shows how good the quality HTC was able to implement on this phone. Removing the cap, we can access the microSD card that supports up to 32GB of microSDs, as well as the micro SIM card slot. You cannot access this battery on your own on this phone. So let's turn it on. This phone is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon dual-core clock at 1 GHz with Adreno 305 GPU and 512MB of RAM. However, it is a sort of a light version of the regular dual-core that was found in 2012 flagship of that time, as it doesn't support 1080p video for instance. How this phone came out with Windows Phone 8 out of the box, it could be upgraded to Windows Phone 8.1 but not beyond Windows Phone 8.1 Update 1 however, possibly because it only has 4GB of internal storage, whereas most Windows phones came with a very minimum of 8GB of internal storage at that time. In my honest opinion, I still think that Windows Phone 8's user interface still remains pretty good looking by today's standards. Windows Phone 8's home screen is made out of two components, the live tile screen as well as the apps screen itself that scrolls vertically. The live tiles basically act as some sort of mini widgets which show information as they come in, but since Windows Phone 8 is no longer supported by Microsoft, a lot of the live tiles functionality no longer works. For instance, this people tiles, if it would still work, it will show you your contacts, latest Facebook posts as well as Twitter feeds as soon as they came in. But for these tiles, what I can do is you can resize them in 3 different sizes, for instance, as you can see right over here. You can drag and drop some from the app screen to appear on your live tiles. Although Windows Phone 8 wasn't as customizable by OEMs as say Android, HTC was still able to implement some of its own unique selling points such as its iconic weather widget and stock app, for instance. It was also able to implement things such as a photo enhancer app, as well as Beats Audio. That explains why it has the Beats Audio logo on the back. To give you some context, HTC used to own a share in Beats Audio between late 2011 to 2013, when they sold their share off, and about a year later afterwards, Apple then bought Beats Audio wholesale. That's why between 2011 and 2013, a lot of HTC phones came with Beats Audio enhancements. That was mostly just software that would equalize the audio to make it sound more dynamic and bassful if I'm not wrong. But other than that, I might say that Windows Phone 8 had a very good interface that was let down by a lot of factors that included not just the lack of apps, but also some mistakes that Microsoft made, such as the purchase of Skype. I might discuss this in a video someday about why Windows Phone failed, like how I discussed why Sony Mobile failed, but they'll come in someday. But for now, we can admire how Microsoft really made Windows Phone as a user interface shine and feel so consistent over the entire phone itself. And it's quite good that it also has a dark theme from the very beginning, unlike now where a lot of other operating systems such as Android and iOS now finally discovering the benefits of having dark mode, even if your screen is not AMOLED like this phone. Okay, so let's hear the ringtones now. Okay, so let's take a look at the themes you have. You can either choose from a dark theme or the light theme. Although the dark theme was always Windows Phone signature from the very beginning, you could choose the accent colors. Let's say I want to choose blue. And this is how the home screen will now appear in blue. This is the task manager. Press and hold back. Now let's take a look at the stock wallpapers that you get. The camera app is quite basic for a Windows Phone, unfortunately. You don't have a lot of menu options to choose from. Flash, lenses, which you could have installed from the Windows Phone App Store. They'll give you extra functionality such as filters, augmented reality of this kind of sorts. Unfortunately, on this phone, it doesn't seem as though video recording works properly, so I'll just leave you with a few camera samples that I took from this phone, and I'm going to tell you that straight away they are not very good. So this concludes my tour of the HTC Windows Phone 8s. I do like its design very much overall, and it shows that HTC was and perhaps still is a master when it comes to designing mobile phones itself. It's such a pity that because of so many bad decisions, HTC alongside with Microsoft Windows Phone have fallen very deeply behind in the smartphone wars these days. If you do like my videos, do remember to like, comment and subscribe, and be sure to ring that bell so that you'll be alerted to new videos whenever they come in, which usually is about once a week. Thank you, and I'll see you soon in the next video.